is estimated that 40 to 50% of married couples, sadly, in the United States will end up divorced. It's never easy, but you have to protect yourself and your financial future if you find yourself in that situation. And here to help us understand the ramifications, because there are some, are Greg and Kristen Taylor of Legacy Retirement Group. They're our retirement advisors and the hosts of the weekly radio retirement show called, well, just that, Retirement Radio.
Winning Retirement.
Winning Retirement. And they're here with us today. Good to have you guys here.
Good to be here.
No one likes to talk about divorce, but let's be honest, divorce can impact you financially in a big way.
Absolutely. A lot of times we meet with women, especially that are divorced, and a common theme you hear is, I wish I would have known this when I got divorced. We've also met with some that are going through it, and we have some great resources for that as well.
Now, it can be very difficult. Doesn't matter what age you're at or how long you've been married, but when it comes to splitting, dividing your assets, I mean, part of the problem is what? They don't know what that means.
Exactly.
Exactly, and what happens if you've been married, say, 20 or 25 years, then you may have been the breadwinner, you may have been the one that was tucking money aside in that 401k, but it's going to be split right down the middle.
Because of Ohio being a 50-50
Yes.
state.
It really will. And so now you thought that you had maybe a couple of Social Security incomes to count on in retirement, and you thought you had this nice nest egg that you had sacrificed and saved over the years. Now it's going to be divided, and also income's not going to be the same.
Well, you did bring up Social Security, but isn't there a law or a rule that if you have been married at least 10 years, you are able to claim your spouse's, a portion of your spouse's, former spouse's Social Security?
Absolutely.
But what's the defining
You must
mark?
have been married 5 years.
Okay.
And you know, the other thing to get back on the retirement dollars once you get divorced is you're going to have a QDRO, Qualified Domestic Relations Order. And I just spoke with someone recently who ex-spouse is retired or is still working as a police officer.
Okay.
So his benefits are going to be a little bit unique, and she's got to keep track of what she'll be entitled to upon his retirement. So there's things like that that really affect people. And we met with a lady, about a year ago, who was the breadwinner. And her retirement was drastically affected by her ex-spouse who actually moved out of the country.
Oh boy. Now we say, obviously you need to know what your assets are. Those can include your car, your house, all of those things. The financial assets, like you mentioned, the retirement accounts. But there's also the big question mark, is this something I navigate with my financial planner, with the divorce attorney? How should that work?
Well, really, there needs to be a coordination because you want to make sure that whatever you try to do is within the realm of the law. Just last week, we had someone call and say, my wife left me. I want to take all that joint account and I want to move it over into my name. And I said, I'm not doing anything until we speak with your attorney.
Okay.
Right? Because we don't want to do the wrong thing. He said, well, Greg, she's already taken, $50,000 and run with it. I don't want any more disappearing. I said, well, just make sure it's done decently in order and according to the law before you make any changes. And these are things people have to pay attention to.
Yeah, and we do have a great resource for that. Jennifer Joseph with Joseph & Joseph here in town is another resource we have in our practice. We surround ourselves by experts.
That's great.
And they are really great at making sure that everything gets through by law, in order.
And fair.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, that's why you guys are good to talk to in that regard. And we also want, if you are considering this as an option, or maybe you're going through this, have a consultation with these two fine folks, because right now they're offering a special up for you.
Right, we want them to be able to come in, Sean, and sit down with us, whether it's a divorce they're dealing with, or maybe it could be something, totally off base from what we talked about today, like a special needs child or anything like that, where it's not on the normal of planning, but we have experts to help with that. And if they want to come in, they call in, we'll meet with them and put together a plan, make sure that nothing's slipping through the cracks.
All right, and we're offering this for how many?
Anyone that calls in the next 15 minutes.
Perfect. So that's what we need you to do. And the number is on your screen. It is 614-336-7660. The number to call is 614-336-7660 to learn more about how Legacy Retirement can work for you and help you plan for your retirement and life's hiccups like divorce. Give them a call. Also, you can check them out at legacyretirementgroup.com. Thank you both for being here.
Good to be here.
I appreciate it. We'll be right back.